When the bank president realized the shares he embezzled billions for were collapsing, he panicked as his risky schemes unraveled. His phone rang. It was Zhao Hui, urging him to inject pledged funds to stabilize the plummeting stock price. Danger loomed as the strengthened stock price risked dropping below $10, triggering liquidation. Zhao Hui advised his mentor to avoid stepping into this hazardous scenario, knowing the implications better than anyone else. But years in banking have taught him one thing: losing control is the norm, and the real decision maker is the one who continues to make moves on a broken chessboard. It turns out that Jiaxiang is a national enterprise supported by the bank and listed in the United States. Recently, it has been maliciously shorted by international capital, and its stock price has plummeted one after another. Jiaxiang has almost fired all his bullets in this counterattack, and he has no choice but to ask the agent for help. It is clear that foreign capital not only wants to make money, but also based on the strengthened market share and our national industry. If he doesn't take action at this time, it will inevitably lead to an avalanche, so he is going to give Jiaxiang a loan of $1 billion to rescue the market. Now, he lacks Zhao Hui's signature. The entry of creditable funds into the stock market is obviously illegal. As a banker who abides by professional ethics, Zhao Hui can't cross the bottom line and sign this word anyway. When beliefs and rules collide fiercely on the capital battlefield, decision makers before the storm are doomed to be lonely. Since they can't be legally compliant, releasing this money can only bypass the regulatory authorities, slide $1 billion to the trust company first, and entrust them to raise the strengthened stock price. Unexpectedly, in South America, riots broke out at this time, which directly blocked the road to strengthen the transportation of raw materials. As soon as the news broke, the stock price of Strengthened again plummeted. But what is even more unexpected is that the trust boss did not take $1 billion to raise the stock price as agreed, but took the opportunity to short and make a fortune, shorting in large numbers. Short?
Aren't we packaged to strengthen our cause to bail out the market?
You are stupid. Now, how to use the bank's $1 billion funds to make money for us is the most important thing.
Zhao Hui watched the stock plummet continuously and became increasingly panicked. He was not afraid of the collapse of his family. What he was most afraid of was the mentor who brought him into the industry. Because of this illegal operation, he was involved in the whirlpool of his hometown, and all the years of hard work and reputation would be destroyed. However, the agent had already prepared for the worst. He had just finished talking to Zhao Hui when he received an urgent call from an old friend of Jiaxiang. Now, they had stabilized the stock price on the liquidation line of the institution before the market closed. They had also sent people to negotiate with the rebels. If everything went well, they could use this wave of good money to regain the confidence of the market. Tomorrow's opening is a tightened life and death situation. Unexpectedly, what I waited for was news that the situation in South America was even more uncontrollable. The market is pessimistic about strengthening the expectation of full resumption of industrial production. Worse, last year, it strengthened its victory over international competitors to get high orders. If it can't be delivered on time, it will have to compensate for sky-high liquidated damages. The collapse of the strengthened stock price was inevitable. Many negative news were like mountains hitting the agent. At this moment, there was a sharp pain in the heart, and a car paying attention to the flying pool hit the guardrail hard and died on the spot. Unexpectedly, a dramatic scene came immediately. The news came that the stock price of Strengthened industry rebounded to $27. The media began to hail the resilience of national enterprises, the miracle of the capital market. But no one knows that the person who put his career and even his life on the line for all this has fallen in an accident. It turns out that at the same time as the car accident on behalf of him, his old friend has already dealt with the rebels and opened up the channel for their family to transport raw materials. After the trust boss who had sold short before received the news at the first time. From tragedy birthed a paradox. The reopening of raw material transport channels swiftly turned markets bullish. The stock rebounded as investors rallied, toppling shorts, achieving resurgence to $27 alongside unprecedented growth and a historic turnaround. However, the heroic agent who risked everything for Jiaxiang was denied seeing this triumph. Among ruthless market winners and losers, the trust boss profited freely from insider moves, epitomizing financial cruelty.